Hey, my dear listener. Welcome back to Daily English Dose with Alia Mehar. If you've been with me for a while, you already know this isn't just another English channel. It's a little corner of the internet where we talk, learn, and grow together. Where mistakes are okay and progress, no matter how small, is something to celebrate. And if you're new here, I want you to know something important. This channel isn't about perfect English. It's about real English. The kind of English that helps you express your thoughts, share your ideas, and speak confidently in real life, not just in a classroom. Every video here is designed like a friendly class, where you don't just listen, you practice, you speak, and you start believing in yourself a little more each day. Because English is not just a language, it's a bridge between who you are and who you're becoming. And today's lesson is one of the most important ones we've ever done, because it's not about grammar or vocabulary or fancy phrases. It's about something deeper. The way you sound when you speak. You see, sometimes it's not your words that make you shy. It's the little habits that hide your confidence without you realizing. So in this episode, we'll uncover 5 small but powerful mistakes that make you sound shy when you speak English, and I'll help you replace them with habits that make you sound clear, calm, and confident. By the end of this video, I want you to feel that confidence, not just understand it. I want you to hear your own voice and think, wow, that actually sounds like me. So sit back, maybe grab your notebook, and let's begin. And hey, before we start, don't forget to subscribe to Daily English Dose if you haven't yet. Because every single day we learn English that fits into your real life. Not just to pass a test, but to help you live better, speak freely, and believe in yourself a little more. All right, let's begin. You know, I've met so many learners who tell me, Alia, I know English, I understand it. But when I open my mouth, people say I sound shy. And maybe you felt that too. You have the words, but they don't come out the way you want. Your heart beats fast, your voice gets soft, and suddenly you start doubting yourself. That's what we're fixing today. Because your English deserves to sound as confident as your thoughts. Let's start with the first mistake. Mistake number 1, speaking too softly, like your voice doesn't matter. You know, this one is more common than you think. So many English learners speak softly, not because they don't know what to say, but because deep down, they're scared someone will notice their mistakes. Maybe you've felt it too, that little moment of hesitation before you open your mouth. You want to speak, but your voice gets stuck halfway. It fades like you're trying to disappear in the middle of your own sentence. And I get it. I really do. When you're learning a new language, it's easy to think that your accent isn't perfect or your grammar isn't good enough. But here's the truth, my friend. Your voice is not supposed to sound like anyone else's. It's yours. Your accent, your rhythm, your expression, they all tell a story of effort, courage, and growth. So when you hide your voice, you're not just being quiet, you're hiding your story, and the world needs to hear it. Now, confidence doesn't mean shouting. You don't have to speak like you're giving a speech on stage. It simply means speak clearly enough that people can feel what you're saying. Let's try this together right now. Say this softly like you normally would. I think it's a good idea. Okay, now take a deep breath and say it again, this time like you mean it. I think it's a good idea. Hear that difference? You didn't suddenly become louder. You just believed in what you were saying. That's confidence. Every time you speak English, remind yourself, my voice matters, because it truly does. And the more you use it, the stronger and more natural it becomes. Mistake number 2, using weak words like maybe, I guess, or kind of. You know, this one happens to almost everyone, even advanced English learners. You start a sentence, but somewhere deep inside you worry, what if I sound too direct? What if I'm wrong? So instead of sounding confident, you add little safety words. You know what I mean. Maybe it's correct. I guess that's right. It's kind of difficult. They sound polite, yes, but they also make you sound unsure, even when you actually know the answer. Here's the thing. Confidence in English doesn't mean being perfect. It just means being comfortable with what you know. You can sound kind and sure at the same time. So instead of saying, maybe it's correct, try this. Yes, that's correct. Or, I think that's right. Hear that? It's clear, it's natural, and it tells the listener you believe in your words. You see, when you keep using words like maybe, sort of, or I guess, you slowly teach your brain to doubt itself. And over time, that becomes a habit. You start thinking your English isn't good enough, when actually your English is fine. You just need to stop hiding behind soft words. So from now on, I want you to practice sounding certain, even in simple daily phrases. If someone asks, do you like coffee? Don't say, kind of. Say, yes, I do. Or, not really, I prefer tea. Remember this. People rarely remember your grammar mistakes, but they always remember how your words made them feel. And confidence, real confidence, always feels good to listen to. Mistake number 3, speaking too fast, trying to hide your fear. This one is so common. You speak fast because you don't want people to notice your accent or your hesitation. But when you rush, your words lose their beauty. Slow down. Let your words breathe. Confidence lives in the pauses. Try this with me. I like learning English every day. Now slower, like you mean every word. I like learning English every day. See, that's power. That's calm. That's you speaking with confidence. All right, let's pause here for a second. We've covered 3 major mistakes that make you sound shy: speaking too softly, using weak words, speaking too fast. Fixing these 3 will already make your English sound 10 times more confident. But we're not done yet. In the next part, I'll share 2 more hidden mistakes that most learners don't even realize they're making. And of course, I'll give you real examples and practice lines to build your confidence step by step. Before you go, here's your small homework for today. Comment below one strong, confident sentence about yourself. Something like, "I can speak English clearly," or "My voice deserves to be heard." I'll read some of your comments in our next class. Mistake number 4, overthinking every sentence. You know that feeling? When you want to speak, but your brain suddenly starts translating, checking grammar, and correcting you all at the same time? By the time you're ready to say something, the moment's already gone. That's called language overthinking. And it's one of the biggest reasons people sound nervous or shy. Here's a truth that might surprise you. Fluent speakers also make small grammar mistakes. The difference is they don't stop. They just keep talking. So next time you catch yourself overthinking, do this little exercise. Take a breath and tell yourself, "It's okay if it's not perfect. I just need to say it." Now repeat after me. I will speak, even if it's not perfect. You see, fluency isn't about speed, it's about flow. And that flow comes when you trust your thoughts enough to speak them out loud. Mistake number 5, not practicing out loud. Let's be honest, reading and listening are easier, right? You can understand everything perfectly in your head, but the moment you try to say it, the words disappear. That's because your mouth and your mind aren't working together yet. Speaking is a muscle skill, not just a memory skill. You can't become fluent by reading English. You become fluent by speaking English. So from today, I want you to make a promise. Just 10 minutes a day, speak out loud. You can talk to yourself, repeat lines from your favorite shows, or even shadow my podcast. It doesn't matter who listens. What matters is that you do. Because every time you speak, you're teaching your brain, this is normal. I can do this. You see, my friend, you don't need perfect grammar. You need courage. You don't need to sound like a native speaker. You need to sound like you, confident, real, and present. If you've been afraid of speaking English, I want you to remember, fear doesn't go away by waiting. It disappears only when you start. So start today. Speak today. Even one small sentence out loud is progress. Here's your little challenge for today. Pick one of the weak words we talked about, like maybe or I guess, and replace it with a stronger one. Record yourself saying it confidently. And share your sentence in the comments below. I'll be reading them. Thank you for spending your time with me today on Daily English Dose. Remember, every time you listen, Every time you speak, you're getting better. So keep going, keep learning, and don't forget to subscribe and follow, because tomorrow's lesson is going to help you speak with natural English flow, not fear. See you tomorrow.